What up, people? Archangel here, bringing you a new Titanfall video, though it's not new because all my Titanfall gameplays are old. Titanfall is just a backdrop. Not really gonna talk about it at all. Just made this video a little bit short and just get right to the point. And yes, it's another rant video. I know my videos have all been a little rant-like lately, and I will stray away from the rants eventually. But until I stop having things to rant about, I'm gonna keep ranting about shit. This time it's about people on YouTube and people on Twitter telling other people what they should or shouldn't, what they are and what they aren't. I should say. You know, and there's a lot of people saying that these people aren't real gamers or this person isn't a real gamer. My thing is, who are you to tell someone that they aren't a real gamer? What makes you the high and mighty of importance to dictate and give and tell someone that they aren't a real gamer? Just because they don't play on the same platform as you, or just because they don't play the same games as you, does not mean they're not a real gamer. You know, there's casual gamers and there's hardcore gamers. Now you can say they're a casual gamer because they don't play video games for 8 hours a day, because they only play certain games like Connect games, or just play one franchise like Call of Duty, and that's one thing they play. Then you can say they're casual gamers. But to say that someone isn't a real gamer seems like kind of like a dumb thing to say. It seems like you're putting yourself on a higher pedestal than everyone else, when in reality no one on YouTube and no one on Twitter in terms of these games are famous. And you may think you're famous because you have 10,000 subs, but you're not. So I think you need to stop with that bullshit. Stop telling people what they are and what they aren't, because it's not your place to tell them what they are and what they aren't. If someone says that they're a gamer, then they're a fucking gamer. It's nowhere in your place is to say if they are or aren't. You don't get there's no committee that judges what makes someone a gamer. You just are, or you just are, or you aren't. If you are, you play video games. If you aren't, you don't play video games. That's what a gamer is. A gamer plays video games. A casual gamer doesn't play. It's for 6 to 8 hours a day, like that hardcore gamer. I just see all these videos and these tweets, and it just irritates the fuck out of me when people are putting themselves on this pedestal and giving everyone an illusion that they can make these opinions. They're not facts; they're opinions. It's not a fact that this person isn't a real gamer. It's your opinion this person's not a real gamer. People saying people who play Titanfall aren't real gamers. People who play who play this game isn't a real gamer. People who play on PC are saying console gamers aren't real gamers. People on console saying that the other side of the fence isn't a real gamer. By that I mean PS4 or Xbox One fanboys going that one or the other isn't a real gamer because they bought a said system. Shut the fuck up with that. Just shut the fuck up. You don't need to understand one thing only. You are you, and you are you alone. That means you dictate what you are. You don't dictate what other people are. You have no place to say that someone is or isn't a gamer. That's the fucking bottom line of this. That's the whole point of this video. To get that point across to you people who have this illusion in your head that you can tell people what they are and what they aren't. You aren't God. You aren't any kind of divine creature. You aren't an almighty person. You're just a human being, a mortal, someone who bleeds. European deeters just like the rest of your body deeters. You can't tell someone what they are and what they aren't, because that's not your place to do that. So don't tell someone that they are a real gamer or they aren't a real gamer. Because what classify you as a real gamer? Because you can post a tweet? Because you can make a video on YouTube? Does that dictate what you are? What makes you, if someone is a lesser gamer than you just because they play on a certain platform, because they play a certain game, or because they have a certain opinion? What about you? What if someone thinks the same of you? What if someone thinks that you're not a real gamer because you play certain games, because you play on a certain platform? You know, and this all goes around in a form of hypocrisy. Everyone on YouTube and everyone on Twitter all comes off of hypocrites because they all make these statements. Then they sit there and go, well, it doesn't count towards me or other my friends or people like that. It just counts towards these select few people. No, if you gonna make a statement, if you make a comment, you gotta let it stick to you, your friends, and anyone else you associate with. Don't try to hide it from them just because you don't want them to think that you don't think they're a real gamer. Just be honest with it. And stop being a little hypocrite about it. And like again, you are in no place to say that you're better, that you're that someone is or isn't a gamer, and they have no place to say that you are or aren't a gamer. That's just that. That's all I'm saying about that. I'm leaving that little negative role and want to talk about something completely different, and that's Titanfall. I haven't played Titanfall since the release of Metal Gear Solid Ground Zero sales, the 17, I should say, not the 18. I haven't played since the 17th, and so I can't really say what's going on right now in Titanfall, but I can still, for those who are still interested in Titanfall, for those who are on the edge about it, on the fence about it, they don't know if they want to get it or not. I just think with Titanfall, it's one of them games where it can be fun if you play it periodically. If you play it every night, if you play it every day, the game is going to bore shit out of you. It just is, because you're playing it non-stop. But if you're playing it while at the same time you playing Battlefield 4, you playing some RPG game or some action game like Assassin's Creed, then you're spreading your time on Titanfall out, and so you're not really spending all that much time on the game, so it's a little bit more longevity to it. So it's just, I don't know. My opinion on Titanfall is pretty much just based on the fact that the jump kick is retarded, the connection is inconsistent, and it promotes two forms of camping. It promotes camping in corners with a cloak, and it permits that rooftop camping. And this video is a show of what will happen. I shouldn't say what happens, but how it is when a good team goes against a bad team. And my point of this is, this game needed to have skill-based matchmaking in some form. If not completely of some form, because that way you won't have situations like this where one team is just dominating the other team to have a score like this. Normally, when two good teams or two average teams play each other in Python Hunter, the score is pretty close, and domination of score is pretty close. Attrition is pretty close. If the score is this far apart, it means that the matchmaking is just not good. It's just not. Titanfall's matchmaking is kind of off. You get paired up. You can be the highest rank in the game and get paired up against level 2s and 3s and 4s. Like that's terrible. Sure, it's an easy game and everyone's on an equal playing field in terms of the weapons, and if they unlock all their Titan loadouts, but at the same time, but still, it's the same thing. You know, you gotta have skill matchmaking in these games. You have to. Otherwise, everyone's wins, everyone's kill differential is all pretty much an asterisk because they playing against freaking fags. Excuse my French. That's it for the video, guys. I really don't have a question to ask you like I usually would say, but let me know what you think of people telling others what they can and what they can't do in video games. Until then, this is Archangel. Peace out.